Hey everybody, Rock Paper Mario here, and welcome back to my LPing channel. And I suppose I should be saying that to myself, really. I decided to give this another whirl. I'm back home now, and I just felt like playing this game. I felt like LPing it, so let's go.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork?
What about Nasty Nork?
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
I love Spyro's voice acting in this. He's just so like new. Like compared to in the later Spyro games where he's all cool and hip and stuff like that. Oh hey there. But yeah, as you guys know, was it in December? Yeah, in December I decided to officially stop LPing for the time being. And the reason for that was really, like, I know I sounded pretty dramatic in that video that I put up, but really it wasn't as dramatic as all of that. Oh, I have to chase him like several times. I forgot. He's like a thief. But yeah, I know I sounded like all dramatic in that video, but like, the main reason that I didn't want to LP anymore was just because I wasn't having fun doing it, and I was like, well, if I'm not having fun doing it, well, I'm not going to do it. So that kind of way. But now, I kind of feel like doing it again. It's been 6 months.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing?
Yeah.
His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Okie dokie then. I might as well like open this up now, I suppose. I can't, because this is like one of those things they tell you like way later in the game, is that if you jump on all of those, that it opens up this secret level, which is Sunny Flight, which we might do that first actually, because no one does Sunny Flight first. They really like Sunny Flight. But yeah, I was just kind of disenchanted with the whole LPing thing. I wasn't really having fun doing it. So I stopped. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about like the LPs that I didn't finish. To be honest, I think it's very unlikely that I'll continue Plants vs. Zombies. It's likely enough that I'll finish To the Moon just because I love that game and I think it deserves to be finished. And it would only take like a couple of videos to finish, but I'm not going like making any promises. What are you hiding over there? I have like the weirdest memory of this game. Like, thing is, I never owned this game when I was small. I owned the other 2 Spyro games, and Spyro 2 was the one that I played the most, actually. Spyro 2 was the one I played the most. But this game I never owned, and I remember renting it out, and I remember that I'd already played Spyro 2 and 3 at that stage. Like, this is back, like, years ago, like, when I was probably, like, I don't know how, like, when I was just a boy. This is like, and I remember just thinking, this isn't as fun as Spyro 2, and I never really played it that much. Like, I went to the trouble of renting it out, and then I never played it that much, which is just silly, do you know? Basically, Spyro, for those of you who are uninformed, those of you who don't know about Spyro, Spyro is, the first 3 Spyro games at least, form a fantastic series, like fantastic trio of games. The first 3 for the PlayStation 1.
Flash.
Hey Arcus.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Yeah. Welcome to the Hell Mouth. Like, isn't that the first episode? Isn't that the name of the first episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Welcome to the Hell Mouth. Because they're in Sunnyvale or Sunnydale, or what is it, Sunnyvale or something? I can't even remember. Or Somerville? Don't ask me, I can never remember. Something like that anyway. That's the name of like the confluence of evil power.
Press the jump button twice to glide.
I know.
Afraid?
1 bullet left.
Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting into prehistoric glaciers.
That.
Okie dokie. Yeah, at the start, all of these, like, dragons have kind of interesting little tidbits of knowledge. Like, and they'll actually help you because it's stuff that's useful to know. But then, like, about halfway through the game, actually not even halfway through the game, they just all start saying, "Thank you for releasing me," and stuff like that. And repeating, like, the same stuff over and over again. Where did he go? There he is. Come here, fat boy! Like, when, like in Hey Arnold, when Harold is, like, he comes back from Fat Camp or wherever he was. I think he was in Fat Camp anyway. I mean, it'd make sense if he were in Fat Camp. And he comes back and he doesn't know that, like, Stoop Kid is cured of his stoopiness. So like, he's like, "Hey, Stoop Kid," and so, like, he's like roiling him and calling him out, and then, like, Stoop Kid just, like, jumps off the stoop and goes, "Come here, fat boy," and like, runs after him. It's like the funniest thing ever. But yeah, the first 3 Spyro games, Spyro the Dragon, Gateway to Glimmer, which I believe is called something else in America. Like, is it called... I think it's called Ripto's Rage in America, if I'm not mistaken. And Year of the Dragon are just... they form a holy trinity of late 90s classic collect-em-up games that just can't be beat. I just think they're amazing games. Like, the first game, and like, I can understand, like, why I felt that way as a child, like, being like, oh, like, oh, well, this game isn't as good as Spyro 2, because Spyro 1, like a lot of games that are the first ones of trios or whatever, let's do Sunny Flight, it kind of just lays the groundwork for what would be fleshed out and perfected in the second and third Spyro games. Like, it creates the basic framework and the basic gameplay, and I think what Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 accomplished then was just to really expand on that and make 2 games that are just absolutely amazing. Yeah, this is like, it's kind of weird, like, starting with this level, because this level isn't really indicative of what most of the levels of the game are like. This is kind of like one of the gimmicky flying levels, which there are. There are basically regular levels, which, well, in this game at least, there are regular levels which are kind of like the overworld, where you go around and collect gems and stuff. And then there are these flying levels, like Sunny Flight and all those sort of ones. And they are like this, and you'll have a time limit, and you'll have to, like, accomplish certain goals within those time limits. And they, to my mind, are some of the hardest levels in the game. Some of the later ones are really tight on time for getting everything done. Do you know? If I could have got him... there we go. Okay, because I don't exactly have all day here. Oh, damn it. I'll get this. Don't worry, I'll get this. Yeah, I want to try again. It's actually not that hard. I could probably go... Wait a second, can I, like, try again? It doesn't matter. I always, like, start off with the trains, and I always go against the trains, so that I don't end up wasting time chasing them down. Instead, the trains come to me. I just think that's a superior way of doing it. I don't know. I'm not sure whether I'm doing this the right way in going for... Well, I suppose I am, actually, because the cave that you want to go into to get the chests is right there. So by getting that arch first and starting along the trail here, you end up finishing with the arches and the... not buccaneers. I'm trying to... Boutonnieres, not butt sex. It's like... not buccaneers, the pilots? Is that what... Yeah, well, yeah, Harry, of course they're called... I'm trying to, like, think of another name for the same thing that sounds like buccaneer but isn't, if you know what I mean. There they are. Come on, get him. Oh, now I have to chase him down. Come here, fat boy! There we go. I'll just get these arches and we're home free. Well, no, we're not home free because we have to get the chests, but if you have 20 seconds at this stage, then you're grand. The key to all of these flight levels is finding the path of least resistance, if you know what I mean. And it's not always the best way to... a Tim Allen noise, seeing as this is the 90s here. Does she have a friend? I don't know, if it's the 90s. No, I mean a girlfriend, for me. Oh, I'll go check. The key to these flying levels is finding the path of least resistance, and that's not always the most direct path, as in it's not always the best to go for, let's say, all the trains, then all the arches, then all the pilots, because that might be a more oblique or convoluted or obtuse path compared to oblique, convoluted, obtuse. And that might be a more oblique path to glory, I suppose. Now if I can... Ah, I wanted to get him. Meow! This game just makes me feel like a little kid again whenever I play it, because it's just like this, like Spyro was my childhood. It's... Wait, where's the last one? Okay, who's the jerk? Like Ellie Sattler said. No! Oh, I saved myself. Yeah, if you end up falling, if you just press X again, he'll start gliding again. I don't know how I saved myself that time. Because that was a close thing, is what that was. Now don't fly too close to the water now, and don't go chasing waterfalls while you're at. No, and don't. That's like the same thing that happened the last time. I can't believe it's like the chests that I'm falling down on, of all things. And I'm still debating whether I could, like, at the start of the level, I could hook around and get that first trait. But I don't think it'd help me that much, since, as I say, I like to start with that other arch first. No? Oh good, I got it. Yeah, they're pretty lenient with those barrels. Especially since your flame kind of fans out a bit as you exude it from your mouth. Yeah, I decided to like try that kind of like pushing just the intro where they're talking about Gnasty, Gnork, and how he's ugly and stuff like that as like a separate little video. Because I noticed Katie doing that, and I was like, oh, that's a nice idea, why don't I try that? And I don't know whether that was like her idea first, or whether she like did like, whether she saw someone else do that first and then decided to do it. But I kind of like the idea, so I'm gonna do it. Basically, I like the idea, so I'm gonna steal it. You know what Stravinsky said, composition is more about stealing good ideas than having them. I did it again! I did it again! I did like the exact same thing again. As long as I don't keep doing the exact same thing again, we'll be fine. Okay, now this time, be careful. Maybe come at it from this angle. You don't have much. No, there we go. Okay, once you're past that part, you're fine, because this next part is simple. You just have to get these chests, and as you see, you get extra time for each chest that you get, so we're pretty much home free as long as I don't die now. There we go, and that's Sunny Flight taken care of. Oh man, it feels nice to be LPing again. I don't know, it just didn't feel fun LPing when I was in Germany. I think the thing was that I was LPing from my laptop and I was screen capturing games, and that has never been comfortable to me. I never feel comfortable using screen capture software when I'm LPing. I don't know why, I just don't. Let me see, let's pick a level. These guys all respawn, but they don't give you more gems. Instead they give you like these little pearl things. And like me daughter Pearl. They give you these little pearl things. And if you collect enough of them, you get a life. I suppose in the next video we'll get started on this one, Stone Hill. Okay, well, thank you for watching my return to LPing. I guess we'll call that a video. I hope this goes well, and thanks for watching, and I hope you don't mind that I was gone for 6 months. So, bye!